Hi everyone, it's Lindsay from Sea Salt and Samphire here. Today I just wanted to show you how to use my Penguin Family Globe Builder set. It's a set of PNG files that have got transparent backgrounds and you can use them to build a holiday card. I'm showing you in Canva because it's free and it's quite a good program for beginners. If you don't already have Canva, you can go to canva.com and sign up for a free account. You don't need the pro account for what we're going to do today. I've obviously already signed up and I'm just opened Canva on my computer. I'm going to choose the square invitation template for this tutorial. As you'll see, there's loads of other templates you could choose though on Canva. So I'm just opening the blank template now. It might take a while to load depending on your internet connection. Mine's pretty bad today. Okay, so and then you'll be presented with this screen. You'll be able to upload the PNG, so you'll need to know where you've saved them in a file. So if you click on uploads and then go to upload files, handily I've already got my folder open, and then you need to select all the 14 PNGs and click upload, and it will upload them in this little sort of window pane on the left, and you can see this where the upload symbol is. It's like gradually filling up. I've actually sped it up for you because it took ages for these to load. As I said, my internet's really slow today for some reason. So once you've got all your PNGs loaded, that's when you can start building your snow globe with your penguins in. So there's 4 different versions of the snow globe. 3 of them have got writing on already on the bottom, but we're going to use the blank one because I'm also going to show you how to actually add your own personalised writing in Canva, because it just makes it a bit more special if you're making a holiday card for people. So I've added the blank snow globe to the canvas. And resized it, and now I'm adding the penguin, one of the adult penguins. This is going to be the dad in the family. To add the PNGs, you literally just need to click on them on the pane on the left and they'll add it to the canvas, and then you obviously need to resize it just so you can get it the right size for what you want. You can zoom in. There's like a little zoom in bar at the bottom right of the screen, and obviously zoom out again if you need to, just so you can get things the right size. So this is going to be the mum in the family. It's going to be a really traditional family, this card. It's just easier to exemplify it this way. Okay, so I'm going to put a scarf on the dad penguin. You might need to fiddle about for a little while with the scarf to get it exactly how you want it. But as you can see, to resize, you just use one of the corner. You just click on one of the corner handles and then drag it in to make it smaller, or drag it out to make it bigger. And then you just click on things to move around. Now, what I've done here, I should have done the dad scarf first. So you can actually reorder by right-clicking and then just click on Bring Forward. So I brought the mum penguin forward in front of the scarf layer. It's basically just layering up PNGs on top of each other. Because they're transparent, they've got transparent background. That's why you can see everything through each thing. So it's quite a cool little thing to do without having to learn Photoshop and how to do layers in Photoshop. I'm just doing the mum scarf now. Just getting it in the right place. You'll probably fiddle about for ages with this, getting everything in the right place. I know I usually do. I'm actually being pretty restrained today for a tutorial. So that's mum's scarf. Just get it right. There we go. Okay, so I'm zooming out again just so I can sort of have a quick look and see what it looks, the composition looks like. As I said, I like fiddling about with stuff and getting it right. If you click on both the scarf and the and the mum, like I did there, you can actually move things together, or you can group them together, but I tend to forget to group them. Right, so now I'm adding the first child to the composition, and this is going to be a little boy, bigger brother. I'm just putting in front of mum, and then I'm going to add his scarf as well. I'll size that down. Originally I did have hats in this set, but the thing was, once you put penguins in front of each other, you couldn't actually see the penguin behind the hat, so I abandoned that idea. So I just stuck with scarves. Not that real penguins wear scarves in the Arctic anyway, but it makes it a bit more cute, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the older brother penguin, and now I'm going to add a little sister. And just make her a little bit smaller, just add a bit more interest. Move her over. And I've got to add her scarf as well. As you can see, there are other colour scarves, so you could do a different colour. You could do like all red scarves or green scarves if you wanted to. But as I said, this is going to be like a really traditional family. So I'm just moving those two over just so I can check the scarves in the right place, because it was difficult to see with sort of black on black. But when I'm happy and have lined it up, I'll move the little girl penguin back over into the composition. Incidentally, if you hear snoring while I'm doing this video, my pet cat is right next to me asleep, because he's just had his lunch. And he snores quite loudly sometimes, so apologies in advance. Okay, right, so sorry about this. I really do try not to be such a perfectionist, but I'm afraid it just is impossible for me. Right, I'm going to move this back over, this penguin back over to the composition. Try and get it, zoom out so I can actually see. That's better. Right, nudge it over a bit. Okay. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm selecting all the penguins and all the scarves by clicking on them and holding shift down, and then I want to click on position at the top right and click on centre, and it will just make sure that all the penguin family sort of are in the centre of the snow globe before you carry on adding other things. Now if you look at the snowball, you see there's like sort of a bit of a space here above their heads where there isn't any snow. You could leave it like that, but I've included sort of a dot of snow and a couple of snowflakes in with the files, just so you can resize them, sort of add them and resize them and then add them to a composition, and sort of just to fill in any gaps that you're not happy with. So I'll probably add a couple here just to show you. Also, I should have said, can you see there's a duplicate button? Once I've got this the right size, I'll show you. So if you click on it, and then there's a little duplicate button here, and it will duplicate to the size you've already resized it to. That wasn't very good English, was it? Sorry. And then you can move that one around and you can duplicate again. I'll probably fiddle with this. I would fiddle with this for ages if I wasn't doing a tutorial. And then I'm going to add another fancy snowflake. I'll resize this down. I'm actually going to turn it a little bit so it doesn't look a bit sort of too regimented. Scale it down a bit more. Move it over. Actually, I think I need to rearrange these dots. I've got them in the wrong place. It's a bit better. I should have also said there is like a back button top left of the Canva screen. I don't know if you can see it, like a little back arrow, so if you do make a mistake you can just click that and undo it. Right, so now we're going to add the writing to the bottom of the snow globe. So if you click on text on the left hand side, and then I'm choosing add a heading just because it's sort of a fair size to start with, but you can resize and change the text. And I'm going to choose a nice Christmassy font. I'm going to choose this one because I like it. You'll notice there's like little crowns in orange circles on the left. They are Canva Pro fonts, so you won't be able to use those ones, but there's plenty of free fonts that you can use. So I'm typing out Merry Christmas now. I've changed the colour of the font to white because I think it will show up better on the bottom of the snow globe. And then I'm moving it down. I'm going to resize this as well because obviously it's way too big. 21? No, that's still a bit too big, isn't it? And I spelled Christmas wrong as well. That's still a bit too big. I'm going to maybe 18-ish. I don't know, no, 18. Right, so now we need to bend it so it looks like it's actually on the snow globe. So if you click on effects and then scroll down to shape, you'll see that an icon called curve. So it actually moves it around a circle, but there's a slider at the bottom and you can slide it to the left, and you need to go into minus numbers and it'll actually bend it the other way. You just keep trying until you get it how you want it. And you can see there's like a little box with the -13, which is what we've settled on for the moment. You can actually manually adjust that number as well in the box, if you want to fine tune it a bit more. Because sometimes using sliders you can't be like super accurate, or I can't anyway. I find it difficult. Right, sorry, that's me trying to remember where I needed to go. Right, so yeah, I'm going to change it very slightly to, not to 14, I need to do it to -14. Sorry. There we go, it's better. Okay, so now we want to add another line, and I'm adding add a subheading this time, and I'm going to use a different font for this one. Sort of a filled in one, because that was sort of an outlined font. And our fictional family are called the Smiths, or called Smiths. So I'm going to type out from the Smiths. And it's just the same process as before when we did Merry Christmas. So backspace and then type out your sentence. The Smiths. And then we need to go to effects and down to curve. And because I know that I used -14 before, I'm just going to go ahead and type -14 in the box rather than fiddle with the slider. Still need for some reason when you change it, it juts the writing down, so then you have to reposition it again. But it's really not too much of a problem. Excuse me. I always seem to have a cold whenever I do these videos. And then you can just obviously just fiddle about with it just to make sure everything's in the right position. I'm actually going to change that. -15. Okay, just fiddle about as I am wont to do. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Right, so you can leave it white, or you can actually add a background colour. So I just clicked on the sort of the top left to try and select the background, and you can just fiddle around really and see what colour you like best. I quite like the pink one actually. That's quite nice. Grey's a bit boring. Pink. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, I love the orange. I'm gonna choose orange. Yeah. It's one of my favourite colours, I can't resist it. Okay, so now if you go up to share and then click download, and then it's already selected as PNG, which is what we want, and then press download, and it will download the PNG file for you, and it will be sort of quite a good quality file as well, to the size of the template we designed. Wait for it to download. Right, and then if you go into your file finder, I'm sorry, I'm on a Mac, I don't know what it is on PC, and then you'll find your file in your downloads. So there you go. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I hope you enjoy making your own Penguin Family Christmas cards. I'll link to the set that I've used down in the video description. But thank you for watching, and see you next time.